Yes, I did the first one a couple hours ago. Thank you for joining me. PSG 5, Bayern Munich 4 in the Champions League. Let's go. Kalakan Karuki Neba. Awamadio Sansoneba. Sansoneba Kaka Kaka. Sansoneba Buamadio. Abun kalakanu kaka kaka. Abun kalakanu nuki keya. Abun kalakanu zize zuza. Abun kalakanu nakwa akunu ba. Kalakanu nekunu baba ba. Kalakanu baba kaka. Abun madyu ha iye ha. Kalakanu karaoke ke neba. Abun madyu ha samso neba. Samso neba zebu amadyu ha. Abum eze amadioha, abum onyeze kwanu kaka kaka, abum onyeze inkeze neba, abum eze kaka, abum eze kaka, eze amechebu amadioha, eze amechebu okike kaka, abum eze mone meze haha, abum eze nese meze haha. Abu mese mese eze kese kaka. Abu meze mone kaka kaka. Eze ka ijundum kwana azuya. Abu meze junda mamadi yoha. Abu mamadi yoha I am ya. Haya nana kwa haya wata. I've registered a viewer. Thank you very much. Every view is a blessing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me get into it. This result happened a few days ago. It might be the most shocking result I've ever seen just because of the volume of goals. Paris Saint Germain, also commonly known as PSG, from France, 5. Bayern Munich from Germany, 4. Wow. Kala kanu kala kiye ha. Abu Mamadiyo hani beya. Abu Mamadiyo hani beya. Abu Mamadiyo ka ka ka. Abu Mamadiyo ka ka. Abu Mamadiyo alhamdulillah. Yes, that was in the first leg of the Champions League semifinals. And it's really hard to describe it. I would say it was LA. I understand if some people were entertained, but at the same time, I think it shows that there's a need for a lot of improvement at the highest levels of world football. No defending and no goalkeeping, unacceptable. And also, there's a habit of teams falling behind by large numbers. At one point, PSG was up by 5-2. And then we also have to look at the habit of people collapsing when they have a big lead. This suggests a collective, and I don't say this lightly, a collective lack of insupru, a lack of, hard to translate exactly into English, but a combination of respect and, well, inner strength, you see. Um, yeah, but that was all over the place. Um, I believe PSG's last goal was scored by Osman Dembele. I could be wrong. I know Dembele got two. I think Desire Doué also got at least one. Kvaratskhelia scored one. That's for PSG. And then I think Michael Olise scored for Bayern, as did Harry Kane. I'll need to look up the other scores to remember exactly. That was crazy. But again, just lack of defending and lack of goalkeeping at the highest level. And it was noted that in the history of the Champions League, that was the highest scoring first half ever because it was 3-2 to PSG at the end of the first half. And then The second half, they scored two more goals before Bayern scored two more of their own. So that was a lot. And if you get a crazy result in soccer every once in a while, that's exciting. But there have been a lot of those kinds of results all over the place, different leagues, different competitions for the last few years. So something's going on. That's not normal. And then for that to then reproduce itself with two of what are regarded to be the best teams in the world in the Champions League semifinals, that's something to take note of. Now, I will say this: there'll be some people who might say maybe we don't know what the true form of the sport looks like, and it could include scores like that. I could maybe see what you're beginning to say, but I would just say that that's just too much. I don't think so. Yes, we need to reform soccer. We need to improve it, but I don't think we're so far off what it should be that we should think that we don't know what it looks like when a defender makes a mistake at all, or when a keeper is not present. So yeah, and I'll leave it at that. So this is a pretty simple one, but I just wanted to give that update. You could look up the game. The game happened because today is Sunday. That must have been on Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably Wednesday it happened. Anyway, a couple days ago. You can look it up. Paris Saint Germain, aka PSG, 5, Bayern Munich 4, Champions League semifinal first leg. And again, this is a two-legged tie. The next leg is going to happen in Bayern Munich Stadium. So based on the collective overall score over after that, the first entrant to the final will be determined. So PSG are ahead, but Bayern could easily go through. It is what it is. Anyway, and those are both teams who, are ahead in their national leagues. Bayern, I believe, has already clinched it, the Bundesliga. PSG, I'm not sure if they've already won League One yet or not, but I think they're close. If they haven't already, I need to check. Anyway, that's a lot. And I want to add one more thing. We're not seeing the best attacking either. When defending is so bad, the attacking will be bad because at some point you can't pull out your best moves if the defender is terrible. And then if there's no goalkeeping, it's even worse. You can just shoot straight down the middle and it goes in. So, yeah, we need to up the standard. But, people got hyped for this one. So maybe there's some other stuff going on around this game that I'm not seeing. Um, you know, Getting hyped is a positive, but needs to be more quality in the game itself. Anyway, Kalakanu Karaki Kaka, Abamadio Nivea, Abamadio Baba, Abamadio He Ha, Abamadio Akua, Amakua Kaka Kaka, Anamakua Nemua Numa. Abu Madra Numo Kaka, Abu Madra Numo Nua. Kalakanu Karoki Kereba, Kalakanu Karehi Heha, Abu Mamadio Hanivea, Abu Mamadio Nepera, Abu Mamadio Kakake, Abu Mamadio Papape, Abu Mamadio Ha Ha. Abu Mamadio Ha Ha Ha. Thank you for all the comments as well. I read comments at my discretion. Every comment is a blessing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Once again, This soccer update is to give out the result of the recent Champions League semifinal first leg between PSG and Bayern Munich. PSG 5, Bayern Munich 4. It was a high-scoring game, and it was noted to be a historic high-scoring game. Anyway, Kalakanu Karuki Neba Abu Mamadio Hani Beya Abu Mamadio Kaka Abu Mamadio Nuwa Abu Kamalu Mona Kamalu Nawa Kamalu Buije Amadua Ije Kalakana Kamalu Kai Ooh, ooh, Abum Kamalu Karno Kike Neba Abum Kamalu Mona Kike Kaka Abum Kamalu Kaka Kaka Abum Kamalu Eze Ha Abum Eze Wara Kala Akan Abum Eze Wara Kala Nanamana. Yeah, I'm gonna be here till about the 15-minute mark, then I'll go. But you all see the result. The purpose of this segment is just to give a soccer update. You know, yeah, just a plug-in. Anyway, Kalakanu Karuki Ke Kaka, Kalakanu Maruki Ke Neba, Abu Sanso Neba Ba, Abu Sanso Neba Kaka, Sanso Neba Bua Madyuha, Sanso Neba Bua Kika. Abu Moki ke kakareya. Kalakanu karuki ke kaka. Kalakanu karehiye ha. Abu Mamadyo ni meya. Kalakanu ki ke kaka. Kalakanu hiye ha. Abu Mamadyo hiye ha. Abu Mamadyo ni meya. Abu Mamadyo kaka. Abu Mamadyo ka Abu Mamadyo hey ha Abu Mamadyo ni me ya Abu Mamadyo hey ha Abu Mamadyo Shuku Kabu Amadyo Shuku Kabu Kike ya Abu Mopara Chuku Kaka Abum Shuku Mone Muku Neba Sansoneba Abu Mamadyo Sansoneba Abu Mokike Kaka Abu Mokike Kaka Raya. Yeah, I'm just singing here. Those of you who've seen my previous live streams will have seen, or at least I guess heard me do some translations of what I'm singing before. I hope you know. Basically, I'm just saying I'm big. I'm the god of thunder. I'm just singing the pastime. But anyway, you see the scoreline I'm talking about: 5-4, PSG 5, Bayern 4, Champions League semifinals. Please like, share, and subscribe, and also patronize my business. You can do so on Patreon, and you can also do so in my Streamlabs merch shop. And additionally, you can donate. You can donate on PayPal, you can donate on Venmo, and you can donate on Cash App. And you can also donate via my GoFundMe, which is not yet full. Anyway, Kalakanu Kalakanu Akunu Ba. Aka uwa Abu Makua Kaka Abu Makua Karenua Kaka Abu Makua Kaka Kalakanu Kareno Kike Neba Kalakanu Kara Sanso Neba. I also put up a short giving this score line a couple days ago on Inquiria. You can check that out as well. Yes. Kalakanu Kaka Abuma barin keke, aneme keke. Abuma pora barin keke ki he ha ha. Abuma barin keke neke si he nu wa. Abuma barin heke zenu nu wa. Barin keke ka. Abuma barin keke ka. A barin ke kaya mamadi yo ha. A barin ke kaya moki ke kaka. Abuma madio hani ve ya. Abuma madio hana jundu ya. Ajunda Abu Mamadiyoha Abu Shimogen Keroma Hambu Moge Onishi Kalakano Nu Wanketa Abu Mamadiyoha Wanketa Abu Mamadiyoha Niveya Kalakanu Kaka Kalakanu Nakunu Ba Abu Mamadiyoha Niveya Abu Mamadiyoha Sansone Ba Sansone babu mama dio ha. Sansone babu mokike kaka. Kalakanu karene kene babu make a madio ha mama dio ha. See you guys next time.